In this chapter, we will talk about the module view. Do you want to combine several modules on the same screen? This is the utility offered by this plugin, which we can also call container module, since it possesses this type of nature. To understand it, its operation is very similar to that of a menu, in which we add all the modules that would be accessible from this one. The difference is that in a menu, each module added is shown independently, as a unique content. In the module view, we would show all the modules that are integrated in its interior in a single screen. This way, we could be collecting at the same time a YouTube video, an image gallery, and a text block. Let's see how it works with an example. For this chapter, we will disassociate ourselves from our Wild Animals application. We will start from an application with the following structure: a menu, a Power Image Slider module, and a random HTML. As you can see, our menu is empty. To create a view module, you don't need to access the module market as we did before, but click on this box, Add View. Automatically, a new module will be drawn on the screen. Doing a graphical analysis in relation to a normal module, we find that the view module, or view container, has a yellow left side border, which will allow us to distinguish it easily. Besides, it could be said that it looks more like a menu, because the box that represents it is higher than the other modules. This is because it can contain others in the same way that menus do. At a graphical level, it also differs from a menu in that the container has the ability to become main, an option that does not appear in the Polymer, for example. To test it, let's start by adding the two modules inside the view container. We mark the container as main to play in the viewer and save. As you can see, above shows our slider and below the text we put in HTML. We have combined the two modules in a single view. You can add as many modules as you want, and they will be shown vertically, sorted as they appear in the view container. Let's try, for example, to alternate the order of our slider and our HTML. Drag the HTML to the top of the viewer container, leaving the slider below, and save. You will verify that effectively the position of both in the visualizer and consequently also in the app are exchanged. At usability level, a module view works like any other module. Therefore, it will also be possible to edit within a menu. We grab it here and introduce it into the Polymer menu. We save and check that it is actually inside. Finally, to check that its functionality is equivalent to that of a normal module, we access the configuration of the Polymer menu, click on Add another object to the menu, and observe that View Container is an available option. We add it and save it to see what appears in our menu. So far, we've seen how we use the view module. Some recommendations. You shouldn't incorporate in the same module a view that includes infinite scroll, like Twitter feed or Instagram, in the upper part of the container. This is due to the fact that if one of these is shown first, which contain an indefinite amount of content, the one we have placed below will never appear. It is also not advisable to combine in its interior one of CMS, such as WordPress or Shopify, because the way in which these modules have been developed and structured could generate conflict with the rest.